If you see women online constantly talking about, you're fine the way you are, it's great, you don't have to do anything that those evil men want. We can do whatever we want and we're still just perfect little princesses. It's because she's still under the mentality that she's a princess and she has the same amount of value that she did when she was born.
With women in social media is really not the media itself, it's what we choose to consume, right? So for men, a lot of times they consume content that is about leveling up to some extent, how to get more money, how to look better, how to attract more women, whatever, whatever. For women, oftentimes it is just content that validates you're perfect the way that you are. Everything about women is great. You don't have to change for any man. You can just keep being yourself, and somebody's going to come into your life and fall in love with you just as you are. That's the issue, because then we're not growing. We're not challenging ourselves. We're not becoming better people. We're not becoming better women. And the women that do try and make content like that, y'all reject them like hell because you think that they're talking bad about you, when in reality, they're just asking you to do better, step up, become a better version of yourself, so that way you can actually get the things that you want. But y'all just want to believe that you can stay the same and get the things you want. And that doesn't make any sense. So if we collectively as women change the type of content that we consume, I think that it could help us grow. But, the girls just want to hear about what's on sale and clothes and makeup and shoes and hair and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I was saying that's actually a very good take. I don't usually see a lot of good takes on TikTok like that, but no, that's valid because shit, a lot of content that I actually looked at when I first started getting into it was level up shit for real, for real. And women are constantly told that they're good enough, right? Even if you're not. Some women are good enough. That's definitely on point. But there's many who need work, many who don't have the ability to self reflect, don't have the ability to empathize, or the drive to do better, right? Or just realize where they really stand in the sexual marketplace and then expect people just to accept them exactly as they are with and we're expecting you to have some flaws, but damn, like you probably should at least want to improve.
Can I respond? So
Why not?
I don't I'm not disagreeing with you necessarily, Trev. I think more more than anything, when you hear messages like that, it's because men sometimes set really unreachable expectations of women. I think y'all don't know what women hear from men. Men expect for us to uh the guy before. Some men expect for us to be so soft spoken. All women are not soft spoken. And that's an unrealistic expectation for a lot of women, because a lot of women are not like that. That does not mean that they are not also feminine. That doesn't mean that they can't also be feminine. It's like you want us one way. There's this very surface level, very shallow version of women that men expect, and women are too complex for that. Men don't be having time for a lot of stuff. You don't have time for women's feelings, but you know that women have feelings because men sit on the internet every day and yeah, listen, if ain't nobody heard it as much as Bo, listen, I have heard it all. Men and women are different. Men and women are different. When I first got on this panel, that's all I heard. Men and women are different. But it's like men don't accept those differences, or the differences that men expect are what they expect and not what women actually are. So while I do agree that a lot of things are problematic from some women, and I get that, there is a level of humanness that men refuse to accept in women, that some men refuse to accept in women. A lot of these expectations are just unrealistic. And also, men don't communicate what they want. They just expect you to do it and have it. And then that is unrealistic as well. So like are when we are telling each other as women, you're fine the way you are, it is normally because it's stressful trying to understand what men want. You all are not as simple as you think you are.
All
I
right.
think it has to do
I'm
with
I'm just
the
gonna take a quick second. I mean, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna just take a quick second to respond to that. Then I'm gonna let you rock right after. Um. All right. So, I'm not saying that's not a fair assessment. However, we still can't have women just not comfortable with improving, right? Because anytime I make content talking about men, I say no, tighten up, fix your posture. We tell men like, listen, use your bravado. You can't speak like that because you're not going to attract women. You will actually repel women, right? So these are the facts. If we understand that not all women are soft spoken, but guess what? If you decide to be soft spoken, then you will attract more men, probably more quality men, right? Just because you'll have a larger pool to select from. So what you're saying is valid, but at the same time, these are things that you could say, well, I'm not doing that, or I'm just not like that. But you have to understand what the consequences or ramifications for said behavior is going to give you. That's the part about it. We have to be able to say, look, I'm willing to improve. And we know that sometimes men don't understand what it is that women are saying. And I think we are simple though. I can't say that we're not simple. Successful women, when you ask what it is that they're doing, or when you see women talk about what they do to keep their men on them, right? And into them, they say simple things. They'll say something as simple as, "Oh, look, you know what, homeboy, I got some food ready for him. I got some, I listen to him. I give him a space when it's needed. Of course, some fellatio regularly, and the simple things. It's really not that difficult to find a man that's to get him into you. Men aren't that difficult. It's the same thing. Most of us on the panel, if we put our list of 20 expectations on a piece of paper, I guarantee you at least 15 of those are going to match up. You could challenge me on that. Like, it's simple. Men are simple. If you're willing to listen, right? If you're willing to listen, that's the main thing. You have to be willing to listen to the men. Like, all right, this is what they want. And it's damn near universal. Most of the traits that men want, if you just took care of the top 5 core things that men want, you'll be able to maintain almost every man. And for the most part, it's the same.
I think it has to do with how women and men are taught how to live in the world. Nice to see you on the panel. I was watching you guys in the background. I just wanted to come say hi. And when you see women, women are born with their value, and their value decreases over time. Men are the opposite. Men are born as nothing, and they have to make themselves into something. They have to strive to be the best. They have to compete. They have to show their worth, earn it. Women, we are princesses from the moment we're born. So if you see women online constantly talking about, you're fine the way you are, it's great, you don't have to do anything that those evil men want, we can do whatever we want, and we're still just perfect little princesses. It's because she's still under the mentality that she's a princess and she has the same amount of value that she did when she was born. That's not how it is. You still have to improve. When you get to a certain age, especially as a woman, I would say the age of teenagehood, most women don't grow out of teenagehood. We sit here and we still think we're the perfect little princesses. Striving to be better and striving to meet expectations does not make you a slave to the man. It makes you a better person, a more tolerable person, a less insufferable person.